students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss consumer equilibrium using cardinal utility analysis with single commodity. Consumer equilibrium. What does consumer equilibrium means? Consumer equilibrium is a situation of balance, or it is a situation in which consumer attains maximum satisfaction. If he move from this point, his satisfaction will be lesser. How it is? How it happens? Let us we understand. First, we understand the definition of consumer equilibrium. Consumer equilibrium refers to a situation in which a consumer spends his income on purchase of a commodity in such a way that gives him maximum satisfaction. It is very natural that we are in an equilibrium where we are mostly satisfied. To understand this, let's we discuss further. Consumer equilibrium can be studied in single commodities and two commodities. So the conditions for consumer equilibrium are: number one, that marginal utility of the commodity should be equal to the price of the commodity. What does it mean? It means the satisfaction given by the commodity named X will be equal to the price of X. It means what we are paying for and what we are getting, it should be equal. Okay, marginal utility from the commodity is what we are getting, and the price of the commodity, which is this one, it is what we are paying. Okay, so what we are getting and what we are paying, these must be equal. Another condition required for consumer equilibrium is as soon as we move from equilibrium point, what happens? The total gain decreases with additional purchase. Means if we purchase further than the equilibrium point, our total satisfaction will be decreased or will be less. How does it happen? Let us we understand. To understand this, we are going to have a table, and assumptions of the table are: number one, marginal utility falls as law of diminishing marginal utility operates. Law of marginal utility, we have discussed this law in my previous video. The next assumption for this model is that the price of the commodity is rupees 3 per unit and the marginal utility of money is rupees 2 units. So this is new for you. Marginal utility of money. Marginal utility of money is worth of a rupee. This is a level of satisfaction that consumer expect from a rupee. So it can be defined by a consumer in terms of psychological utility that he obtains from a given basket of goods with a rupee. For example, if a rupee can buy 10 gram of sugar, 5 gram of rice and 5 gram of salt, and if the total utility from these goods is 3 utils, then marginal utility of money will be taken as 3. Condition number 1, marginal utility from the commodity should be equal to its price. What happens if this is not the same? if the marginal utility derived from the commodity is more than the price, it means consumer is getting more satisfaction than the price what he is paying. So he will not stop here. So he will, if marginal utility is more than the price, then the consumer will keep on increasing his consumption. And if marginal utility is less than price, it means what he is getting is less and what he is paying is more. Then a rational consumer will not continue his consumption. Definitely he will reduce his consumption. And the second condition is total gain falls after equilibrium. If we proceed further from equilibrium point, the consumer's total satisfaction will ultimately fall. How does it happen? For this we may have another book. So this is a table, and the assumption of this schedule is, as I told you, the marginal utility falls. It means the law of diminishing marginal utility operates. Price of the commodity here is rupees 3 and the marginal utility of rupee is 2 utils. And look at first, when a consumer consumes first unit, he gets a total utility equal to 10 utils, and the price he pay is rupees 3. It means what he is paying is 3 rupees and what he is getting 10 utils. Now marginal utility of a rupee is 2 utils. It means for him 1 rupee is equal to 2 utils. So the marginal utility of money means for rupees 3 is total utility 10 divided by marginal utility of a rupee 2 utils, which is equal to 5. It means what he is paying is rupees 3 and what he is getting, what he thinks that it is equal to rupees 5. What does it mean? It means what does it means? It means that a consumer is paying rupees 3, but he is getting satisfaction equal to rupees 5. It means he is getting more satisfaction than he is paying. It means this consumption gives him the gains, means he is sacrificing rupees 3 and getting rupees 5, getting satisfaction equal to rupees 5. It means he is at gain. How much gain? Rupees 2. It means what he is paying is rupees 3 and what he is getting equates rupees 5. It means he will increase his consumption. He will buy second unit too. When he consumes second unit, the marginal utility from this is 8. Now the price is fixed rupees 3 and look what he is getting. He equates 2 utils equal to rupees 1, 2 utils equals to rupees 1. This is our assumption. Now he is getting 8 utils, and when he divide 8 with marginal utility of money, that is 2 utils, he gets 4. It means second unit for him, he equates second unit equals to rupees 4, but what he is getting is 3. It means a consumer is in surplus. To understand this, let us understand consumer surplus. Consumer surplus is a situation, or it is a difference between what a consumer wants to pay minus what he actually pays. So what he is actually paying rupees 3, and for this amount, because he is getting 8 utils and 2 utils are equal to rupees 1 for a consumer, and he is ready to pay rupees 4 for it. But what he is getting, what he is paying rupees 3 only. It means he is again in a surplus. Okay. So definitely he will buy one more unit, and when he buy third unit or consume third unit, the total or the marginal utility is 6, and when we divide marginal utility with 2 units, the answer is 3. It means for third unit he is ready to pay rupees 3. The price is also rupees 3. So here there is no consumer surplus. This is ideal situation for a consumer. Here he is getting maximum satisfaction. So the ideal situation for a consumer is this. Here the consumer will be in equilibrium, because what he is paying is equal to what he is getting. He is ready to pay rupees 3, and he is actually paying rupees 3. Okay. So consumer will be in equilibrium here. Suppose if he increase his consumption further, what will happen? Fourth unit is giving him 4 utils, and 4 utils are equal to rupees 2 for him, but he is paying rupees 3. It means he will be at loss. A rational consumer will not do. To understand this, let's study this diagram. In this diagram, the marginal utility is measured on OY axis, where number of units consumed are shown on OX axis. Here this is marginal utility of money and price. This is assumption that the price is fixed. For each unit price is fixed, that is rupees 3. This is price of commodity name brands. Now first unit consumer equates it to rupees 5, and to the second unit consumer equates to rupees 4, and to the third it equates to the rupees 3. We have discussed all there. So for fourth unit the consumer is equating it with rupees 2, and to the fifth unit consumer is equating it to rupees 1, and the sixth unit consumer is equating it to 0. And when we plot these points on the diagram, it appears like this. And when we join these points, the curve that we get, it shows marginal utility in terms of money. Dear students, the consumer will be on equilibrium at E point, because we have discussed it in the table that here what he is getting marginal utility and what he is paying price are equal to each other. Okay, his marginal utility of money is rupees 3 and price of the commodity is also rupees 3. So the any increase here will decrease the total satisfaction of the consumer. To understand it better, let's highlight this area. This area shows the gain of the consumer. And when he proceeds further, the gain turns into loss. Any rational consumer will not enter into this area. Why? So, this is loss and this is gain. If a consumer stops at second unit, it means he will not get this much gain. If he stops his consumption at 1, he will not have this much gain. So, the consumer will be in equilibrium at point E and the equilibrium unit will be third unit. Hope you understand this concept well. Thank you and have a wonderful day.